Oh, you think darkness is your ally, but you were merely adopted by the dark. I was born in it, molded by it. Hey guys, I'm Dov, and today I'm back with some more Total War Warhammer 2 multiplayer, and we got a free edition courtesy of the Skulls for the Skull Throne promotion. By the way, Warhammer 2, and a bunch of the DLCs are all on sale on Steam, so be sure to check that out. And along with them, we've got one more quick update to the greenskins, a new Orc melee hero, the Black Orc Big Boss. So let's take a look at this guy. First and foremost, he's got this support ability here. It's AoE immune to psychology. Yes, for the greenskins, this is absolutely massive, called Rabble Rouse here. He's also got an item, the Brass Cleaver, +9 melee attack in an area of effect. Very, very nice. And yeah, we've got two of those Black Orc Big Bosses. Now, you might think 390 weapon strength is a little bit low for a melee hero, but if we have a look at their AP values, you'll see they actually do have a quite good AP at 170. 220 base weapon damage. We've got a couple of Savage Orc Biggins. Wurzag is the Lord, also on foot. We've also got 8 Peak Loons. Gobos up front with some Wolf Rider Archers. We'll go up against Namruz. Beastmaster with the Chill of Sontar. He's also got Lore of Fire, so Beastmaster of Ice and Fire here. We've got some repeater crossbows, yeah, halberds, spears, and so on. So we'll go ahead and get to the action here, and I have to say, first and foremost, I love the model. A quick Bane reference at the beginning there, and yeah, I mean, the mask is absolutely awesome. These shields are amazing too. Look really nice, and the new choppas, just overall wonderful. And they are going to be quite good for the greenskins, in particular giving like these Savage Orcs immune to psychology. Of course, the Trolls as well can get some immune to psychology, so we're going to pull up into range here, just doing a little bit of skirmishing out to the periphery with those Goblin Wolf Riders. And here it comes in the front line. Yeah, these Gobos actually are going to miss the charge. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. Savage Orcs just kind of pull up here, and we're gonna wait to charge up the wall a little bit, and then try and get a good timing push with everything together. A little bit of a breath attack from the Chill, wreck some of those fanatics in the center. They're gonna respond by throwing those fanatics right down the line here. I was hoping he would charge in with those Blackguard, but they very smartly did not. We are gonna overrun though and do a little bit of damage to the flank of those Dread Spears, so pretty good stuff. Go ahead and throw some Brain Burst to there to give a little bit of melee attack buff for everyone from that thing there, but a very nice Burning Head also. Just roasts out some Gobos, does some pretty good damage to the 8 Peak Loons as well, just about wipes them out. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and pop that wand now and charge on in. Savage Orcs charging in. The Trolls actually are going to just peel out and go ahead and rear charge these Blackguards so that they're not quite subject to that charge defense. The Chill actually charges over here, and I am a little bit out of position with these Trolls from that immune to psychology. You can see these Trolls actually get terrified away here. These ones, they have immune to psychology from Frenzy while that's active, but then obviously once the Frenzy wears off, which is, you know, when your leadership's low, when you actually need the immune to psychology, it's not great. So we're going to go ahead and just force in those two Blackguard. Both got crumped pretty hard here, but they are still fighting. But yeah, the Beastmaster dived down in here. We're going to use Effigy to get on him. Go ahead and path in with the Trolls, and these Black Orc Big Bosses, they're absolutely mixed in with the boys, but they are not pushovers either. They are very strong combatants, like I mentioned, great AP values. It seems like they have good splash attacks as well, or I should say more focused splash attacks against characters, but another Brain Burst to there. You can see that Beastmaster just got absolutely wrecked by the Stone Trolls and those Big Bosses, so yeah, up to 76 attack with all the buffs popping off. Over here, we're just continuing to tie up with some Gobos. Meanwhile, in the back line, the Gobble Wolf Riders have been mostly kind of broken up and chased away by a lot of these Dark Riders. Dark Riders also doing a great job kind of charging over here, trying to keep these Stone Trolls routing, but the Stone Trolls back from route with that wall active. A second timing push now, and the Chill is having to pull away here as the Trolls, these Stone Trolls, the ones that manage to get the immune to psychology and stick in the fight, are just doing absolutely amazing. Up to, I had 2 chevrons on to begin with. They're up to a 3rd now already. Let's get in close and see Wurzag in the background duking it out with the Beastmaster, and here's the big boy. Oh yeah, we got some Fanatics pathing through.
few fanatics that remain. Only a handful left, but it is what it is. Wurzag trying to give himself some Fists of Gork here so that he can handle this Manticore. And he does get it. Nice cascading Fire Cloak there. Oh yeah, absolutely wonderful. And the Beastmaster goes down to Wurzag. Obviously going to be a pretty big impact on the balance of power at that point. And these two Black Orc big bosses are just going to charge on through, get into the Blackguard. Oh yeah. Ooh, absolute brutality. One of my favorite looking models of recent memory. Absolutely. Did I mention how much I like the mask? I really do like that mask. Over here, these Wolfrat archers just kind of distracting mostly. Trying to get as many shots wasted as we can here. Chillip Sontar has come back from route. We've also got this Sorceress Lore of Fire, so it's not completely over yet. Go ahead and burn that last effigy to get, and I'm not really too convinced that Wurzag is going to survive this, so we go ahead and just throw one last Brain Burster and do the Orky thing, and just charge on in. Cascading Fire Cloak on the chill there, but oh no, Wurzag! Oh no! Wurzag, he probably didn't deserve that. I mean, he probably did, let's be honest, but good thing we got these two Black Orc big bosses here to help seal the day. Another Burning Head, gonna roast out what's left of the Savage Orcs. But of course, we've still got some crossbows, still got some Savage Orcs over here as well, and some Trolls and Gobos able to kind of support, so we'll see how it goes. Bounce power in my favor, absolutely, despite the fact Wurzag got actually torn to shreds. Thankfully, I mean, the big bosses, again, they have really good stats. Orc bosses here, I mean, 55-55 with 64, obviously, with the little AoE melee attack buff and good weapon strength values. They're just going to trade very nicely here. Here come the Trolls. They get that immune to psychology, so they'll stick around in this fight a little bit longer. Help do some damage to the Chili Boy, and unfortunately the Sontar can't take it. Gonna go ahead and route away. Now it's the turn of this poor shaman, she's just a sorceress, not a shaman sorceress, just a sorceress. She's gonna get her brakes beaten though by those big bosses and by the Savage Orcs. And looks like that is army losses. So very well played in Amru. Super fun game. Very close. Did a great job breaking my Trolls there, getting them caught away from the immune to psychology. But that definitely helped. You can see those Savage Orcs just absolutely mopped the front line. And 105 kills, 59. That extra melee attack just... I mean, they already have great melee attack, but that +9 plus the immune to psychology means they'll just hang around longer than they would otherwise and do a little bit more damage. Likewise, very strong for the Trolls, and yeah, go ahead and talk a little bit more about him in just a minute. But for Namru, excellent Burning Heads, 175 kills on the Sorceress there. Blackguard had a little bit of a rough time in the front line, but the Chill was able to get some good engagements. Unfortunately, in the late game, kind of got a little bit surrounded there. The Spears got crumped pretty good by Gobos, although would have managed to get 83 kills, which is not too bad, but yeah, just dumping in a little bit deeper on the Black Orc Big Boss here. I do want to do some testing with him. According to reports, he might actually be a little bit stronger than his stats suggest, but just looking at his baseline stats, it doesn't look super impressive on paper. We've got a boar mount and on foot as I took him here. Only 390 weapon strength again, but 170 AP. Compare that to another comparable melee hero, for example. The Thane has 400 weapon strength, more overall, but only 140 AP, right? So you see, Black Orc Big Boss actually has really good AP values for a unit of this class. The one thing that I find a little bit strange is that he doesn't have primary armor piercing on his War Boar, which makes him the only non-armor piercing boar in the game. I mean, he does have great weapon strength overall, right? 440, especially for a hero level character, is actually quite strong. I don't know any other hero level character that actually has... I guess maybe some of the monstrous type heroes probably do, like Gorbel and stuff, but if we're talking just generic, like, sword and board melee hero, I don't think anyone else, I'm just kind of thinking through options, I don't think anyone else has that the White King has 410 plus anti-infantry, 14 bonus versus infantry, so he gets pretty close, but I think it would be better, honestly, with this weapon strength if it was only 400 in total, but if you bumped it up to like 220 AP, so that it's primarily armor piercing, still like pretty close to 50-50, but primarily armor piercing, just because it seems a little inconsistent that he doesn't have that on the board, but regardless, 65 charge bonus is very strong, 62 speed, he's got 110 armor, and a silver shield as well on the board. Actually is really good. That will be very good against like Wood Elves or other heavy ranged factions. 72 leadership. The immune to psychology is also great. He has himself, and then of course you've got this AoE immune to psychology. So there I was using him in an infantry support role, but you could absolutely take him in a very similar role with like a bunch of boars or other mobile units. You know, trolls are relatively mobile, but like obviously, you get a big squad of boars here who are not immune to psychology, and yeah, I mean, you almost don't even need the Broken Tusk mob for the Encourage now. Like, you can just take a bunch of low-tier boars, have one of these guys help supporting them, give them a bit more extra melee attack, plus 9 melee attack, actually, for them will be very good. Gives them, yeah, almost like a 40% melee attack increase, right? So that's actually very strong for those lower-tier units. And of course, just for your run-of-the-mill, you know, gobos, whatever else, basically everything besides the Black Orcs, right, that already have the immune to psychology, they're going to be well supported by those guys. In terms of their other abilities, they've got Get Back here, so you do actually have a leadership ability on a hero-level character, which is not super common, especially for this kind of quote-unquote Lord-level ability. But Get Back here, nice. He's also got Heroic Killing Blow to significantly increase his own weapon strength, although currently weapon strength effects are bugged at the time of recording this. Creative Assembly is aware of that, and they are working on a fix, but just so you guys know, weapon strength effects currently are bugged, so I would definitely cut that for the time being, even without, you know, while it's working. I don't know that I would always take this. I generally tend to forget to use active abilities on heroes unless it's, you know, like a Warrior Priest or something. This one's also a passive. If he goes below 50% base HP, then it gets an additional 23 armor and 9 melee defense. They're quite tanky already, and your opponent's not likely to be focusing them. I mean, unless they really want to get rid of that immune psychology, but they're quite hard to kill, so I don't know that I would take this one either. But, you know, if you have the extra points and you want to make him extra tanky, why not? So yeah, that's it for today. The Black Orc Big Boss in a nutshell. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'm going to be, yeah, playing some more battles with him, kind of testing some things out. I'm also going to be starting up an Azag campaign sometime soon. I don't know exactly when, but hopefully you guys will tune in for that. Hopefully you enjoyed this. If you do like this sort of content, be sure to like, subscribe, hit that bell notification, all that jazz, and we'll see you next time.